Hi everyone. Before you spend this kind of money on an e-bike, there are a few things I'd want to know first. How hard it is to put together, how the battery actually feels in real use, and whether it's really as fun as it looks. Today I'm sharing my personal experience with this electric bike, and I'm going to keep it realistic. Not just the exciting parts, but also the small issues that are worth knowing before you buy. Right out of the box, the first thing that stood out to me was the overall look of the bike. It has that aggressive, fun, almost mini dirt bike style that immediately gets attention. Even before riding it, it looks like something you want to take outside and test. The frame design, the plastics, the stance, and the overall shape give it a sporty look. And in person it definitely has that people are going to ask about it kind of presence. Assembly was much easier than I expected. It was not one of those projects where you open the box and instantly regret it. With a little help, we were able to get it together without too much stress. Depending on how comfortable you are with basic bike assembly, I'd say it can take under an hour for some people, or around an hour and a half if you're taking your time and double-checking everything. For me, that felt totally reasonable for a full electric bike. Once it was together, it was basically ready to enjoy. The bike felt sturdy, the parts were there, and nothing felt overly complicated. If this is going to be for a younger rider, I do think having an adult help with setup is a good idea, just to make sure everything is tightened, lined up, and safe before the first ride. Now, the ride itself is where this bike really starts to make sense. It is genuinely fun. The throttle response feels strong, and when you start moving, it has that instant electric pull that makes city riding and neighborhood cruising really enjoyable. It does not feel weak or boring. There is a good amount of power, and even with a heavier rider, it can still pull without feeling like it's struggling. The different riding modes are one of the things I liked most, especially if the bike is being used by someone newer to riding. Mode 1 feels like a smart place to start. It gives you a chance to learn the bike, understand how it handles, and get used to the throttle without feeling overwhelmed. For a younger rider, or someone who is still building confidence, that first mode is really useful. Mode 2 gives it more strength and feels better once you are comfortable. It has enough pull to make the ride more exciting without immediately feeling too aggressive. Then Mode 3 is where the bike becomes much more fun. That is the mode where it feels like the bike wakes up, and if you're riding in an open area or just want the full experience, handling is also better than I expected. On smoother roads, it rides cleanly and feels easy to control. Around the city, it feels quick, playful, and simple to maneuver. Off-road, it also performs surprisingly well. The handling and suspension make it feel capable enough to have fun on rougher surfaces, and the throttle response helps it feel lively instead of sluggish. For my son, the size felt right. At around 5 feet 5 inches, he fit the bike well and felt comfortable on it. That made a big difference, because sometimes bikes like this can feel either too large and intimidating, or too small and cramped. This one seemed to hit a nice middle ground for a teen rider, while still being strong enough for an adult to hop on and enjoy too. Another thing I noticed is that this bike gets attention. When you ride something like this around the neighborhood or through the city, people look at it. It has that cool factor. It also seems easy to customize, which is nice if you like making a bike feel more personal over time. Even without changing anything, it already has a strong look, but I can see why someone would want to add their own touches. Battery performance is where I want to be a little more balanced. In general, I was impressed with the battery life during normal riding, especially when using the lower modes and not constantly pushing it hard. But I would not go into this expecting unlimited range or exact battery mileage every single time. Depending on how you ride, how much throttle you use, what mode you're in, and the terrain, it can drain faster than expected. In harder riding, the battery may feel like it runs down quicker, and some rides may be closer to a few hours of fun rather than an all-day adventure. So if battery mileage is your biggest concern, I would pay close attention to how you plan to use it. For casual riding, neighborhood use, and fun sessions, it does well. But if you are planning long-distance rides, I would keep expectations realistic. One thing to know is that the battery may arrive separately from the bike. That can be a little confusing if you are tracking the delivery and only one box shows up first. In my experience, it is something to watch for rather than panic about. The bike and battery may not arrive at the exact same time, and tracking information can sometimes be a little off. Once everything is there though, setup is straightforward. There have been some mixed experiences with delivery and support. Some bikes arrive on time or even early, while others can take longer. Communication may not always feel as fast or direct as you'd like, especially if you need help with a part or a battery issue. In some cases, support does get the problem handled, but it can take a little patience. So I'd say the bike itself is the strong point, while the delivery and service experience may vary. Durability is mostly good, but I do have one small caution. The bike feels sturdy during riding, but if it gets dropped hard, some areas of the frame or rear section may be more vulnerable than you'd expect. In one case, after a first day fall, part of the back area bent, although it was fixable after removing the plastic and straightening things out. So it's not something that ruined the bike, but it is worth mentioning, especially if a younger rider is learning. That said, once everything is assembled and working properly, the bike is a blast. It runs smoothly, feels powerful, and gives that fun electric bike experience people are usually looking for. It's not just something that looks cool in pictures. It actually feels exciting to ride. For the money, it offers a lot of enjoyment, especially for families, teens, or anyone who wants a fun e-bike for city rides, neighborhood cruising, and light off-road use. My favorite part is probably how quickly it becomes something everyone wants to ride. It's the kind of bike that gets used, not just parked in the garage. My son was excited about it right away, and honestly, I understand why. It feels fast enough to be fun, controllable enough to learn on, and solid enough to enjoy regularly. So overall, I think this e-bike is a very strong option if you want something powerful, fun, good-looking, and relatively easy to assemble. The positives are the smooth ride, strong throttle response, fun riding modes, cool design, and overall value. The main things to watch are battery expectations, possible separate battery delivery, and the fact that customer support or delivery timing may not always be perfect. If everything arrives correctly and you take your time setting it up, this bike can be a great investment for fun riding. It's not completely flawless, but the riding experience makes up for most of the small downsides. If you have any questions about this product, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.